Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about the psychology behind complaining. Now, let's face it, everybody knows a complainer. Whether it is your friend, your relative or family member, or someone that you work with, or simply someone that you see from time to time, everybody knows a complainer and everybody hates complainers. That's the truth of the matter. The only people that like complainers are other complainers, okay? So if you hate complainers, then chances are that you're probably not a complainer, and that's a good thing. Now, before I talk to you about why people complain and the psychology behind complaining, I'm going to tell you why I'm making this video and the situation that I just saw. I was at a grocery store. I was going to go pick up some coffee pods, and in front of me was a lady. That lady was, dealing with the cashier, and there was a little bit of a problem that the cashier was experiencing, and I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that it took literally 30, maybe 40 seconds to fix that problem and continue with the transaction. However, within those 30 to 40 seconds, the lady managed, I should rephrase that, the grumpy, complaining lady managed to complain the entire time about the cashier's behavior, her inability to get the job done properly. And I'll tell you right now, she was a great cashier. She did my transaction perfectly. I bought my coffee without any problems. She was very happy, very nice, well-mannered. The lady was just grumpy, and she was a complainer. Now, that inspired me to make this video to talk to you about the psychology behind complainers and complaining, okay? Now, I am a psychology graduate, and I absolutely hate complainers, okay? I'm very passionate about being positive in life and not complaining about things, especially useless stuff. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm passionate about it, and I have knowledge and experience within the realm of psychology. So let's get right to it. It all stems from the psychological fact that everyone has to feel important in one or more aspects within life, okay? Everyone has the need, not the want, everyone has the need to feel important in life. And, whether you feel important because you're the CEO of a huge company, or if you dress nicely every day, or if you're an awesome parent, or if you're very generous, everybody needs to feel important, okay? We do things that cause us to feel important. We facilitate this feeling of importance. But what happens, when someone cannot facilitate this feeling of importance, of feeling important? What happens? Well, they resort to complaining, because it's the one thing that anybody can do, no matter how lazy you are. It's the one thing that anybody can do to feel important. So what happens is people complain because it allows them to feel important, okay? However, it's a false sense of importance, because you're not actually important if you complain. You can be important if you're a great parent. You can be important if you're the CEO of a massive company. You can be important if you're very generous. You cannot be important in reality. You cannot really be important if you're complaining, but it leads you to feel like you're important because you take advantage of the fact that you think everyone's listening, but the sooner that you realize that no one actually cares, the sooner that you'll realize, wow, I should do something bigger to actually feel important and stop complaining. Literally. Okay, so the lady, let's relate it to this grumpy lady that was in front of me in line. And I'm not going to reveal the grocery store because I don't want, to reveal any specific details, but let's just talk about the lady, okay? And basically, she was complaining because she realized that the cashier needs the money. So the cashier is not going to talk back and fight back. The cashier needs the job and needs the paycheck, and therefore is just going to take the lady's complaining without actually saying anything back. So the lady feels important. The lady feels as if she is the boss of the cashier, when in reality, if the cashier could actually talk back, she'd probably tell the lady to go take a hike and go take a hike and a whole slew of other bad things. We'll leave it at that. However, the lady felt as if she was important. She felt as if she was important because she was taking advantage of the simple fact that the cashier could not talk back, could not fight back, could not tell the lady where to go, could not tell the lady, I'm not going to do this transaction for you because you're complaining. So the psychology behind complaining is simple. When people do not have an option for feeling important, when they don't have a way to feel important, they resort to complaining because they feel important because they think that people are listening, but in reality, people are only listening because they just want to get them to finish their complaining session and move on with their life because nobody likes a complainer. So if you're a complainer and you're, negative all the time and you're complaining about things, then just listen to this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your complaining. Get it through your head. They're just listening to you so that you can be quiet, finish your complaining, be quiet, and they can move on with their life. And the moment that you wonder and realize, oh wow, I don't know why people aren't listening to me. I don't know why I'm losing all these friends, why my family members don't want to listen to me. It's because you're complaining. Now here's the solution. Instead of complaining, go out there and find a real way to be important, to feel important. Stop taking the lazy route of complaining. Go out there, work hard, find the real reason to feel important. Do something amazing today and feel important because you've done something amazing, because you've been super generous, because you've been the best parent that you could be, because you've been amazing at your job. Feel important for a real reason. No one wants to hear your complaints. Just get that through your head. Okay, as you can tell, I'm passionate about this topic. I am super passionate about this topic. And my background in psychology, the fact that I'm a psychology graduate, allows me to really understand why people complain. And I just wanted to make this video to tell you about the psychology behind complaining and also the psychology behind complainers in general. And that's basically it. I hope that you have enjoyed this video slash rant. As you can tell, I'm really passionate about it. And I just want to get this information out there so that you can maybe stop complaining if you're a complainer yourself, because just trust me, just stop. Or if you know a complainer, maybe you can find a nice way to get this information to them so that they can stop complaining. And that's basically it. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.